Hello, my name is Lee Edwards, and I'm running for re-election as a trustee of the Jones Library and its branches, the North Amherst Library and the Munson Memorial Library. I have three principal reasons for seeking re-election to this position. First, it would be an honor and a privilege to be able to carry on working with the other trustees, the library director, and her stellar staff to enable the library to continue to serve as the cultural and civic center of the town of Amherst. In this capacity, the library makes materials, services, and programming freely available to every member of the community. But because of the inherent limitations of the current building, the conditions under which the library provides these services are currently quite challenging. I have joined with the other current trustees in supporting the staff's initiatives in moving forward with plans to renovate and expand the library's physical plant. Secondly, I have a particular ongoing interest in working with the Friends of the Jones Library to continue developing an enduring structure and set of practices for robust private fundraising that will provide reliable and sustainable support for the library's financial needs. It's not uncommon for libraries to rely on such support, nor is such reliance a sign of budgetary weakness. It's important to remember that after all, the Jones Library came into existence because Samuel Minot Jones, a private donor, provided the funds that paid for the building's initial construction, and an endowment whose growth and interest contributes substantially to the library's operating budget every year. Donations to the annual fund not only enable the library to broaden its range of services and programs, but equally importantly, they create a supportive community dedicated to the library's ongoing well-being. Which brings me to my final reason for seeking re-election as a library trustee. As I said before, the library building in its current form is woefully inadequate. It's simply too small to address the needs of the current constituency, much less any larger constituency that is anticipated to come into being. It's inaccessible to those with physical difficulties. It's confusing for those whose first language is not English, and for those who enter the building not already knowing how the library operates and where to access services. The children's department is unfortunately divided among three different levels. Teen space has been cosmically inadequate and is in fact currently non-existent. Some of the most beautiful portions of the historic building are currently off limits to the public because they must be used to accommodate the staff. The current building is energy extravagant and relies on fossil fuels. These deficiencies can only be remedied by a thorough and thoughtful renovation and expansion of the library's physical plant, one that respects the beauty of the historic building, but re-engineers the building's materials and internal systems in a sustainable and ecologically respectful manner in order to serve the entirety of Amherst's future community as well as it has served the past. Funds to support this anticipated renovation and expansion project are being secured through a joint effort divided among the town, the state, and private fundraisers via a first-ever Jones Library Capital campaign. This campaign to date has raised just short of $8 million. As I have said, I have a particular interest in continuing to work to enhance the library's capacities in this direction and to advance the cause of the capital campaign. I began by saying it has been an honor and a privilege to have been a part of all these efforts during my current term as a library trustee. It would be an honor and a privilege to be able to advance these priorities were I able to continue to serve. I thank you for your consideration and your vote.